This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the North Carolina Tar Heels. Taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Tar Heels will kick it away first. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's got great speed. Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They've got the screen set up. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Got his man on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Right back to the well. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll return it. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Looking to move it through the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
To the ground with the back. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on.
And he's running in the open. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. It's a draw. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Snap it to the back. Shakes off the defender.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Fast motion from the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Might as well stick with it. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Well, he's been showing off his skill and athleticism all game long so far. He's got speed, he's got quickness, he can make people miss, he can break tackles, and with that run, he's now at 100 yards rushing in the game. This dude is a weapon.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Now on second down.
42 Spider. 4-2 can.
Leaves it with the running back. And he could not get loose on the run.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
On third down, he drops to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going. Nice job.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Line getting set on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Bounced off his feet.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's
intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on second down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop. I can score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here.
Running toward the tape. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Smashes through. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Across the 25, he's got room. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, UNC! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 13, set to kick this one away.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. The give to the back. On the move at the 30. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 100.
He's loose. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll do it himself. Got some room, just destroying his way through the field. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
One of the things I love about this QB as a runner is not just his athleticism, but how tough he is. He can run in between the tackles in the middle of the field, push the pile, break tackles. Linebackers are trying to bring him down. He just keeps his feet driving. That is impressive.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, North Carolina. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Open space at the 25. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off the RPO, complete. Nifty little dance step. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He gets the 2-point conversion, and we have ourselves a 13-point game. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Right back to the well. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Really nice play there. Imagine the pressure, by the way, of playing quarterback for Oklahoma at this point. After Jalen Hurts, after Kyler Murray, after Baker Mayfield. 2 guys that won the Heisman and 1 guy that finished runner-up the trophy. The standard is so high right now, and a big reason why is the success that these guys have had. So this dude plays with it every time he takes the field, but I'm impressed with his ability to be able to handle it and play at a high level.
Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll run it again. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And it's no good. After the missed field goal, this lead's still sitting at 13. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about that D coming up with a play like that? With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed